2. All right, peace and blessings, man. It's good to finally see you. I got to
have
admit,
you.
I love the office, man. I love the office.
Makes it easy to come to work, bro.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I want to thank God for the sun not being in my face while we're doing this. 'Cause
Right.
I really didn't want to look like I was blind while we did this, man. But I want to go ahead and get right to it, man. I love everything that you're doing.
Appreciate it.
But I love that, you know, I've been in real estate now. And one of the biggest problems we see in today's world is that people are working too hard, but still don't meet the quo for what they need in order to obtain housing. And I don't mean marble floors and 5-bedroom houses.
Just basic housing.
Right. But when you think about the people out here that are working 2-3 jobs and still unable to provide a roof for them and their children, you know, it's okay when we were younger if you got a couch surf for a little bit. We've all been there.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more difficult when you knock on the door with 2 kids, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got 1 couch, not 3.
Right.
So I really want to just start by asking, I know you told me a little bit about it being homes for the homeless. Is that correct?
Yeah. So Homeless to Homeowner.
Okay.
So how it came about is, so this guy, Chris Herr, called me out of the blue. He saw me online, you know, saw that we worked with credit card processing and funding and helping businesses. And he came up with an idea because he's been trouble, you know, like grants are hard to get, period, right? So he's got a couple nonprofits. One is helping the inner city youth, and then another one is trying to help homeless families, employed homeless families, become homeowners. And
that's a big deal. You said employed. Homeless.
Yep.
Like,
so full-time employment, homeless families, and it came about because he was at, you know, he took the youth from the city to a homeless shelter in Harford County.
Okay.
And he was talking to the guy there, and he met a couple full-time school teachers that were living there with their kids and their husbands.
In the homeless shelter?
Yes, in the homeless shelter.
Wow.
And there was 2 full-time school teachers, and there was a manager of an enterprise car rental service there. And he's like, oh my God, we got to do something about this. Like, this is not...
well, this isn't something he heard about. This is something he saw firsthand.
He saw a problem, and he decided that there has to be a solution. What is it? And so after some research, he realized there's actually mortgage companies out there that will lend on character rather than credit. So, you know, his biggest struggle was being able to hire people and market and be able to get the word out to as many homeless families that have jobs as possible. Because the thing is, it's just not largely known. Right? Like the guy who's been running this homeless shelter for the last 15 years in Harford County, he didn't know that that was a possible thing.
Right.
So he's like, you know, we're not getting many grants. There's not a whole lot of grants out there, really. How can we make money? And he was like, you know, so he called me and approached me. He said, man, I'd like to partner with you. Would you be interested in giving a portion of your revenue to this cause to help get the 380,000 homeless families that have full-time jobs into a home? 380,000 families that are have full-time employment and are homeless in America, just in America.
Just in America.
And so he's like, you know, we need to make money. I said, yeah, I'd absolutely be interested, because now I can tell our clients, when you do business with us, part of that revenue is going to go towards helping homeless families buy their first home, right? And so that only just attracts more people to want to work with us.
Right.
We're getting to help people at the same time. It was a no-brainer, man. So me and Chris, we met a couple times. We worked out the particulars, and, you know, here we are. So literally a decent portion of our revenue on everything that we do now goes to his nonprofit to help these homeless families get into homes. And then he also is building out a sales team to sell our products and services, which any deals that he obviously does himself, they're going to get an even bigger split.
Right.
And that will go towards that nonprofit as well. So it's, you know, it's the money's really going to marketing and getting boots on the ground in different states to be able to share, raise awareness to this. Like, hey, if you have a full-time job, you haven't been late on bills for 90 days, and you, and that's it, you're a good person, right? Like, if you have some really, like, weird criminal charges, it's probably not going to happen, right?
Right.
But it's based on character. So if you're a good person, you have full-time job, you haven't missed any bills for 90 days, you are going to get approved for up to $120,000 mortgage, 0 down, right? You don't have to come out with it, 0 down.
Shoot.
Right? It's not going to be a penthouse, right? But it's a trailer or a small home in the city, or maybe a small home in the outskirts, in the countryside or
Right,
something.
rural area or something
exactly.
like that.
Yep, rural area. I mean, 120,000, isn't going to break them, right? Like if we were able to get them $200,000 or $250,000 homes, they could probably get rent cheaper than that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's another big problem. There's not enough rental properties out there. There's too many people looking to rent. So a landlord is more likely to rent to someone that's not homeless and has a full-time job
Right.
versus is homeless and has a full-time job.
Right.
And so it's just a problem that we have, and we're trying to solve this problem. I would like within the next 2 years to be able to say that there's only 50,000 homeless families out there that
Absolutely.
have full-time employment. So, we're just trying to make a difference. And even better than that, now our clients that do business with us can say, hey, when people do business with them, now, so no matter what, if you're processing credit cards through us, now you can tell your customers, hey, a portion of those fees goes towards helping homeless families buy their first home.
Yeah, and I think I really love this because I know you'll understand this as a business owner, and I've owned restaurants, I've owned catering companies, I've dialed back from a lot of that because of how time consuming it is. And to sum it up, you want to leave a good fingerprint on the world, but you don't have enough time. People think, oh, I'd love to go and give back at a soup kitchen.
Right.
But where are you going to fit that in on your schedule?
Right.
How do you give back? So I think there's a lot of good-hearted people, especially business owners, that would love to be able to do that.
Right.
And now let's take it a step further, past the time management, because that's the most expensive thing. But now you've got other business owners that don't have the room in their finances to be able to say, I'll donate $10,000 to this project. But what you did is create the ability for everyday consumers as well as business owners to invest in the community without having to come out of pocket more.
They're already paying these fees.
This is by far genius.
100%. They're already paying these
spending
fees.
the money.
Right.
You're
not only
already
that, we
spending
can
the
actually
money.
save them money. So not only can they take a portion of the fees that they're already paying and give that to helping homeless families become homeowners, but we're also able to lower those fees too.
Right.
So we're saving them money and they're able to do some good. I mean, it's a win-win all around, and it just feels good, man. It feels good for everybody. It feels good for us. It feels good for our partners. It feels good for our clients. I mean, for our clients. You know what I mean? For everybody.
So if
great.
if I was a local business owner listening to this or watching this, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you in order to move forward with this? Because the reality is they already have a credit card processing system, whether it's Toast or Clover, whatever it is. In this day and age of plastic, you're accepting credit cards and debit cards no matter what business you have. So what is the best way for them to get a hold of you to either get more information or get the process started? So
easiest way is to shoot me a text, right? Shoot me a text, shoot me a message on any of our social media platforms. But also they can go to our website, versabusinesssystems.com. When you go to credit card processing, there's just a short inquiry form. They put their name, email address, phone number, and they can ask a question or whatever, and someone will reach out to them pretty quickly. As long as it's within business hours, you'll probably get a call within 5-10 minutes. Okay, so this isn't an hour and a half on the phone. This is a 5-minute process to get it started. Super simple process, because again, it's something they're already doing. Now, sometimes, like if they have Toast, for example, we have to replace their point of sale systems, which will replace it with something better, right? That works the same. They can take it to the table. We can set them up with whatever. We have thousands of equipment options. Right? Literally thousands. Most companies only have one type of option. We work with so many different processors and so many different software companies that we can get them whatever they want and need as far as hardware and software goes. So this is not based on a specific, this is not just for car dealerships or hotels or any restaurants, business. Any business that accepts credit card processing. And
And I got to admit, man, to the ability to give back, to make the world a better place without having to rearrange salary or schedule.
Yeah.
This might be one of the best things I've heard of this year, man.
I appreciate it,
I
man.
definitely love I'm excited to see where this goes,
Yeah,
man.
same.
And to see the dynamic impact that it
Yeah.
has
Oh,
on the
100%.
community.
Yeah,
man.
we have 3 families that are actually closing. They're going to closing within the next few weeks.
God bless.
3 families in Harford County that have been homeless for years, living out of a homeless shelter, are closing on a home. They are going to own that home. It's incredible. It's a great feeling, man. It really is.
Making momentum in Maryland. Look at that.
Yeah,
boy.
man.
And I love that this isn't a Maryland-based thing, right?
Nope.
So is it just for the United States for
Just
right
for
now?
the United States
Okay.
right now, yeah. We haven't really looked into international yet, but I'd assume if there's mortgage companies doing it here in the U.S., it would be able to be done in other parts of the country. So, I mean, if we could really make a dent here in the U.S.,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe we get to a point where we open our own mortgage company in different parts of the world and we do it ourselves.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
indeed.
It obviously works. They literally have a 0.4% default rate. 0.4%. You know what I mean? So it's
not
like
even a half of a percent.
it's not even a half a percent, right? Actually,
Those are good
I think it's 0.04, right? Because it's not like we're putting them into a $200,000 home that they
Right.
can't afford,
Right.
right? So it's just, yeah, man, it's all around. You know, Chris thought of everything. This mortgage company thought of everything, and it just works. And we're so blessed and thankful to be partnered with them and to be able to do this with them. Like when he called me, it was just like a knock from, a knock on the door from God, right? Like,
Right.
this is, I've been looking for an opportunity to be able to help in a large way. And this is it, man. This is really it.
So business owner in healthcare, right, comes to you. There's just so we can kind of simplify it for the people. There's no onboarding fee.
No.
There's no extra strings attached.
No.
Is there a contract that you're locked in on?
We have to do a 3-year agreement, but we don't
Okay.
have any termination fees. So
Okay.
there's really no contract, right? So they can cancel at any time with no penalty.
So you heard it here first, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. What these gentlemen created is an immediate response to giving back to your backyard, to your own community,
Yeah.
to make a direct impact without having to go in your wallet, without having to work your schedule, without having to give up your time with your family.
Yeah.
We're creating space for other families to know that there are actual educational leaders out there, teachers. And I guess
It's
I try to
crazy.
go with
the people that are raising
teaching
our
youth
kids
are going home
are
to
going
a
home
homeless
to a
shelter.
homeless shelter. It's
Man,
crazy. It's
that's-
sick.
This is a Hallmark movie in the making.
It's
man.
crazy. It really is.
So I love it, man. The fact that there's no money, no extra time, and you can immediately start giving back, man.
Yep.
That
And it
is
makes
such
an instant impact, right? Like
Yeah.
right away, those funds go towards the marketing and the outreach and going to more homeless shelters and just really spreading this
Spreading
message
the
as
word.
far out as we possibly can. Because
Yeah.
again, 358,000 homeless families that have full-time employment.
Well,
We got to make a dent.
We have to.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you a great way to start making a dent is if you or somebody you know has a business and you're looking for a way to try to give back, if you feel that pull on your spirit to want to be able to do more,
Yeah.
to give back, this is your sign. And if for nothing else, help us direct that dent by pushing this share button and getting this back out, because more homeless shelters need to know
Yeah.
about this information. We have to be in the
100%.
need to know.
Yep.
You can't act on something if you don't know about it.
Correct.
So if nothing else, help us spread the word
Yeah.
about creating more character and development in your local community.
Even just sharing this is a big help, right? It's all about getting the word out to as many
Yes, sir.
homeless families that have full-time employment as possible, because we can help them get into a home, right? If they have, and let's say they missed their last cell phone bill, okay? Start over. We got a 90 days, as long as they keep everything straight for 90 days. And we're trying to work on ways that we can actually help them with that, right? So if they're, you know, coming up on a bill being due, we can actually say, hey, okay, no problem. Here's the extra $100 that you need for that bill or whatever. So we're going to start doing some events and fundraisers and things like that for those situations where it's like, you know, let's say we have somebody that's supposed to close in a month. And they're like, oh my goodness, I'm about to miss this cell phone bill. We can help them out, right? Because they got to have 90 days for the mortgage company to approve it.
I tell you what,
So,
you know I love slogans. The one that just came to my mind is for a little bit of change, we could make a change.
Yes.
And it's not even change out your own pocket.
Right.
Ah, boy, I cannot wait. Y'all heard it here first. Wait until this thing goes national. And remember that you're one of the first people that saw it and shared it and supported it.
Yep.
We love y'all.
Thank you.